All right, Milla, this one's for you. You asked for it, I got it. We're going to make sausage balls today. Quick, easy, simple recipe. Anybody can do it. And not only am I going to make that, but I'm also going to make a dupe of the Red Lobster biscuits. Since I have the Bisquick out, I got some cheese. Why not, right? So let's get to heating up those pots. Let's go. Come on, Milla. You're coming with me. All right, let's get to making this. You're going to need, I'm going to half the measurements because I already used half of this to make Eric's with his kind of cheese because he can't have what we have. So I already used half of this Jimmy Dean's 1 pound sausage, but the recipe calls for a full pound. And everything I'm giving you half. I will be sure to make it clear as to what we're doing. So I'm not going to add this in here yet. It's a little bit kind of awkward, but you're going to need 2 cups of flour. No, it's Bisquick, not flour. I sift mine because when it comes out of the box, it's so compact and packed down that a lot of times it'll come out dry. And you're like, why is that dry? Because you got packed in flour. So all I do is I take it and I just kind of sift it. Just sift. This is all I'm going to do until I'm done. And it's probably going to go everywhere because I'm doing it in a little bowl, but that's okay because we're going to end up with extras. You'll see how we end up with extra. And you saw it was just the 1 cup measuring and there was nothing in this bowl before I even started. But there's going to be extra. Sometimes there's a lot, sometimes there's not a lot, but you see how they come in balls like that, right? And I can't get it through. So I just smash them down a little bit. I'll show you what the extra looks like in here. Now I've already made, like I said, I made a batch, so you might hear my timer go off. That's Eric's batch going in there. I had to do his first because he can't take the cheese. But this is just how I sift. Do I have a real sifter? Nope. This is good enough. You want to get the air in it. That's basically all we're doing is getting air in there. Okay. So that was a cup of... why do I keep saying that? It's Bisquick! Of regular all-purpose flour. So, let me just put this off to the side over here. I got it slightly over here. I will move it over so you can see what's going on in here in just a moment. Because I want to show you this. Okay. Let's see. No, no spoon in there. Sorry, got my head in here. Sorry. This is how you fill your cups. You don't ever pack it in there because then we just unpacked what we just did. Now, see, there's not a whole lot extra in here, but there's still more flour than we had anticipated, right? Get a knife so I can go across the top with it. So you can see it's a nice even flour. I mean, even cup. But do you see the difference? That was 1 cup. Look at the extra flour you got because it was so packed in there. So that's why sometimes things come off. I just wanted to show you that, you know, for a visual. So now I'm going to pour this over here. Pull. Get it together, Tina. All right. So we're going to put in a full Jimmy Dean sausage, full pound. Come on. Come on. Get out of there. Okay. You're going to need 1 cup flour. I say sifted. Depends on who you ask. And then you need, so 2 cups for the ingredients. And then you're going to need 10 ounces of shredded cheddar. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Don't buy the already shredded. It's got, what does they have on it? That powder, so it doesn't stick together. It changes the consistency. It changes things. If it's all you got, go for it. But if you can get a block and do that, that's perfectly fine. We're gonna start adding the cheese now. All right, here goes the cheese. I shredded it up. It's kind of working in a tight spot here, so I'm just gonna kind of, now this isn't rocket science. It doesn't have to be measured so perfectly because I put 8 ounces in here. You need 2 cups. Look at me. Look at me at a cup. Boom. Go in there. You know what? I like a little extra cheesy. Boom. Throw it in there. And some people do add milk at this point. You can add red pepper flake to make it spicy. We're not a spicy family. So, well, some of us are, some of us aren't. So I'm not going to make it spicy. So we're going to put this down. We're going to lock it in place. The last time I used this thing, I did not lock it. Boom. And then we're just going to mix it on low. And let's get to getting. Ready? Here we go. And we're just going to stand here for a minute and talk about nothing, I suppose. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Awkward silence. How about we pause and I'll be back when it's done. All right, we're coming down the home stretch here. You see that it's pulling away from the sides. Now, you don't need a hand mixer to do this. It just takes a little bit of time when you have, when you're using your hands. It'll just take longer. This is just quicker. And my hands are too old for that hard mixing. So there we go. So we're going to stop it here. You're going to end up with what looks like a dough ball in there. Let me get something to scrape this off with. Oops, wrong drawer. All right. And then I'm going to get some gloves on my hand because I don't feel like having greasy hands today. So everything's all well incorporated. You know, some people, like I say, some people add milk. Some people add red pepper flakes, and they swear by it. So it really, at this point, is what you want to do to make it your own. You could take what I show you to do. Oops. What the heck? There you go. And make it your own. So you're going to need your hands, or you're going to need a melon baller or a cookie baller or something to that effect. I already have some in the oven, Eric, so I'm going to use this. Boom. That's what I'm using. And let me put a glove on. Hold on a moment. Okay. So this is what I have, a little cookie scoop. There's not much in there. Okay. But what we're going to do is you're just going to take a scoop and then roll it up. Now, I don't want you to like mash and roll and mash and roll. I want you to loosely just roll it like that. Not so loose it doesn't come together, but not this. Not that. You want air in them. You want them light and airy. Okay? So you're going to scoop out a little bit. Okay? Into your baller. Just, they don't have to be, they could be big, they could be small. but try and keep them uniform so that they'll cook at the same thing. Like, see that? And they do puff up, remember. Not a lot, but they do puff up. And boom, I'm just going to drop it in there like that. Just going to scoop, roll, boom. Scoop, roll, boom. And it looks like I'm rolling hard, but I'm not. I'm barely touching it. Boom. That's it. Now, mind you, I'm making a half a batch here, so mine's going to look like less than yours. But that's all I'm doing. Boom. All right. I'm going to make quick time of this. I'm going to make it fast. My hands are going to go just like that, I hope. All right, so we got that done. I got an extra ball in here. I'm going to squeeze it in somewhere. But these are going to go in the oven for 20 minutes. Sorry, I almost forgot. For 20 minutes, 18 to 20 minutes. And I'll be back to show you what happened to these meatballs. All right, going in the oven, 18 to 20 minutes. I forgot to mention one thing. Halfway through, I'm going to, halfway to 3/4 of the way through, I'm going to take them out and turn them so they're not super crispy on one side and not crispy on the other. But I'll be back when I do that. Okay, so we're halfway through. See how they puffed up a little bit? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn them over. I'm going to try and do it relatively quickly so they don't see how they're getting browned on the bottom. You don't want them like that. I like it like that because we have a lot of cheese in these. So it's going to be crispier. That's how we like it. But I'm going to roll these over, get them back into the oven really quick. I took one out already because I was checking the temperature of them. They have reached 165 degrees internally. So we know they're done. Now, you can serve these with, hold on a minute. You can serve these with, some people like a cranberry relishy, spicy thing. Some people like honey mustard. Some people like an apple jam. Some people like all different ways of stuffing this, of dipping it, I'm sorry. Honey mustard, I think I said already. But there you have it. They're already done. They're nice and crunchy because they have all that cheese inside of them. Hold on. I don't want to burn myself. But when you crack them open, look at, there's cheese inside. They're very, very good. I don't have any taste testers, so I guess I'm going to have to be it to taste these today. Let's give it a try. I don't want to burn myself. Oh, that's good. They're not spicy at all. So if you want some heat, I would suggest you add it because these are just sausage and cheese. So if you want some heat, I would suggest that you add it, like, you know, a little bit of pepper flake or something like that, and to take it up a notch. We don't have up a notch here, so that we just have to, you know, eat plain. So there you have it. I'm going to continue on with the other recipe. All right, well, there you have it. There are those yummy sausage balls. I did try it. I dipped it. I even tried again for you. in the honey mustard. Absolutely delicious. Delicious, delicious, delicious is all I can say. Okay, Aiden, you get to be my taste tester today because 1, it has cheese in it, and 2, Eric's not here. So, those are cheese balls. Not cheese balls, ha ha ha. Sausage balls.
Sausage balls.
Give them a try.
Good.
You like it? Awesome.
I love it.
You love it? All right. You like that dipping sauce, huh? All right. Well, there you have it, folks. I hope you try it. I hope you like it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, so I'm halving the recipe. Remember that. Okay? So it calls for 2 cups of Bisquick. I'm going to use 1 cup. And again, I'm going to show you, I sifted it in here. I showed you in an earlier recipe that I sifted it and it came out differently because it's not all compact. Does it come out majorly different? Sometimes, but not always. But if you ever wonder why your stuff comes out like a little bit, see, this one wasn't too bad because I've been working with the package. I've already made 3 recipes out of it, but there's still extra in there. So you're going to it calls for 2 cups. I'm going to use 1. It calls for 2/3 cup of milk. I'm using 1. And it calls for a cup of cheese. And I'm going to use a 1/2 cup. It's funny is I have my full cup measuring out over here. And again, this is the actual, I shredded it myself cheese. This seems to be better when you're working with baking that it doesn't have the powder on it. So that's a 1/2 cup. And of course, my family likes cheese. Boom. Not everybody can have it, but everybody likes it. So that's going to get us started. I'm going to move that over there for now. Pick this bad boy up. Hope I'm using the right arm. I'm not really good at this, so. There you go. Put it down and start off low. Hopefully it doesn't, oh wait, lock it down. And low. And we're just going to mix until we get a dough. And I'll turn it back on when we get to the dough. Alrighty, well, I lost some footage, but the only thing you missed was me adding 3/4 cup of milk. All right, so that looks about done. And what we're going to do now is we're going to, oops, I keep forgetting to move that lever, or whatever you call it. Now it's, oops, it is a sticky dough. See, it's kind of a little sticky, okay? What I'm going to do is, there's no rhyme or reason to what I'm going to do. I use my little muffin pans for another project I'm working on at the same time I'm doing this one, so, oh well. So we're just going to start putting these onto, up here. Oops. Okay. So I'm going to make them, I'm just going to plop them on here. There's going to be no uniformity about them. They're just going to be on here. I did decide to go back and add the extra on the ingredients because it just wasn't really making much. And I really wanted a little bit more than what I thought I was going to get out of that batch. So I went back and added, when I halved everything, I just added the other half in. So that's what we're doing here. Now I'm just plopping these biscuits out. I mean, I'm not really doing anything with them other than just digging it out. I mean, you could get a scooper, you could do whatever you want. For me, this is good enough. All right, I'm going to continue to put these onto a pan, and as soon as we get them onto the oven, I'll be back. There are the biscuits I made. They're going to go 450 in the oven. I still have the other things in the oven that I'm baking. That's at 350, so I'm going to give it a few minutes. But this is about 450 at 10 minutes. As soon as I can jack up my oven, I'll be back. Well, put these in, and I'll be back to show you the outcome. Okay, so we're going to put these in the oven for 10 minutes at 450. All right, here we go, guys. I had to rebake my batch because I ran outside with the kids and I almost burnt them. But here we go. Here's the second batch. In this cup, I have just some butter and some garlic and some parsley. And we're just going to drizzle this right on top. I mean, we're really going to give them a good soaking. But actually, I don't have butter. I have vegetable spread because we don't use butter. Can't use butter. But you want to get these good and doused down. Like really get them good in there and get them good and buttery. And this is good. We're going to put them back in for just a minute or two. They'll get a little bit more brown. Almost did it a second time. Walked away from the biscuits. I'm not the best biscuit maker. I seem to like to walk away. I'm more of a baker, not a biscuit maker. I don't know what the difference is, but I do better at baking. But yeah, here we go. We're trying to get this on there really quick. Get them doused in this butter. Get them back in. Brown it up just a little bit more. And we will be done with these. And they're going to be yummy, yummy, yummy. There we go. Nice and brown. Put those back in the oven. Don't pay no attention to that dirty oven. It needs to be clean tonight. Boom. They'll be back out in a minute. All right. There you have it. The best looking Red Lobster looking biscuits. Nice and crunchy and ready to go for the kids to eat. Can't get any better than that. There you go. Ooh, they already tasted the other ones, but these will taste the same. So we'll have the burnt ones in there too. Okay, there you have it. Red Lobster biscuits. I don't know if I could break one open. Let's see. I got one hand here. Oh, there we go. Got it. I got it, Aiden. Thank you. Look at that. Nice and yummy, yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. My favorite thing to say. Well, there you have it. Can't wait to eat it. Okay. Well, there you go. Aiden tried the other ones, and we'll leave that in with the taste test. But these are just as good, just not as brown as the other ones. Okay, Aiden, take a taste. Good? All right. Wow, yummy, yummy, yummy. Go ahead and enjoy. There you go. Well, there you have it. There's your biscuits. I hope you try it, and I hope you like it. And please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Right, Aiden? Mm-hmm. Say, tap that bell.
Tap that bell.
All righty. Bye-bye.